Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Rooftop Perspectives. I haven't been up here for a while because we are in the rainy season and you got to catch it just right. A couple of times I came up here and I started to feel the drops, and my equipment does not like rain. It costs a whole lot of money that I don't have. So anyway, I'm here. The clouds are gathering around and I'm quite sure it's going to rain again today. But I wanted to speak on maybe one or two things since I have the opportunity. And I woke up a lot earlier today because I went to bed early. I didn't upload anything, but I have some things from yesterday that I do want to upload. But today we're going to smash some content big time. And I want to keep getting up early because I feel good. But I'm a night bird by heart, but I'm going to have to really rectify that and really make the effort, because once I realize I can do more when I wake up early, that's going to be the impetus and the inspiration for me to do so. Anyway, as we all know, the world is swirling around this whole situation with the so-called death of the so-called queen. And like I said in my YouTube short a little earlier, so many of us would cry for the queen and feel so bad for the royal family, but we treat our own family like crap. You have family members that you don't even talk to. You have family members that you even wish the worst for. What the heck is wrong with us, black people? That we will take a woman, if you can call her that, and they call her the queen and say royal family, and this woman owns trillions of dollars of property and goods and down through the generations. Most likely we're the ones suffering and they get it from us over the generations. I couldn't tell you the details here. I'm going to study up on that and tell you, but it amazes me. But then when we have some family members that we don't care about and we don't know, why is that? When we have the world against us, and I'm not crying victim, but the system is against us. The system is set up that way, and we have others who say, oh, we're in this together, right? There was someone who said, oh, back up off of that, Scurv, we're in this all together, black and white. But how come nobody's crying for us when things happen to us? But when things happen to somebody else, we are supposed to be on board and on deck to cry and mourn for them. We built America, but LGBTQ people get so-called rights to do their decadence in your face and to feel proud about the abominations that they're doing. And we clap while we steady get pushed back to the end of the line. We have those who support the Asian bill because of Asian hate. Oh, Asian hate is such a bad thing. But statistically, America is built on black hate, melanated hate, hate on the original woman and man of the planet. Yet we are their battery. We are their life force. They can't live without us. They need us to do that work. And you can replace us with Mexicans in America, but you can't replace melanin. You can't replace how you suck life force from us by micromanaging us on these jobs. And you get off on the fear of us losing the job. You get off on the frustration that energy generates for you because you can't feed off of positive energy. You being who you are. You are an animal with dog DNA, and you like blood, you like fear, you like to sniff fear, and you don't really want to kill us off, but you want to keep us alive enough so we're not dead and can't do anything for ourselves, but we have just enough energy, especially when we're brainwashed, to do for you what you can't do for yourself. And it's very evident, and we need to get ready, because there is going to come a point where after they're finished with us building their empires, they're going to wipe us off the face of the earth, and they do want to keep some of us for their pleasure. That's why they're not threatened when we're their minstrel men, when we're their tap dancers, when we're their sex toys. I never understood it. I've been approached so many times, and we're going to get raw, but I'm not going to get insulting. But I'm going to tell you, how is it me as a black man in America can be so hated by the system and those who are racist, but then you have white men who have approached me to come home with them and have sex with their wives? What is that? These people are sick. I'm going to say it again. Many of these people in any city, any state in America and across the world, in the UK, will hate us keep us away from jobs. But I don't get mad from that because that's their jobs. That's their system. This is why we got to get set up in our own stuff and be prepared to deal with less until you build up more. But you're going to have the stick-it-to-itiveness, if that is a word. I just made it up, but I heard it before, to push through. But we don't have any unity amongst ourselves. There's something that clicks off in us where we don't want to see the progress of another melanated brother or sister. But again, they can hate us so much. They can hate the black man so much, but turn around. See, you turn us down for your jobs in the day and invite us over to screw your wives at night. I'm telling it. Dozens of times I've been approached on that level while growing up in America, because I did have a nice body when I was doing bodybuilding. And I'm approachable, right? But they have a sick mindset. They will hate the black woman. And the black woman will turn around and support these white gay men who really want to be black women in the first place. They want you. And that's why they're going to continue to snatch out your wombs and try to scientifically put it up in themselves and push out a baby. Don't we have more things in our community to be concerned about than what they want to do with their decadence that means nothing? How do I look at you and know that you're gay or not? See, you can put a little bass in your voice when you want to, but I can't hide my skin. I can't hide how wide my nose is or how thick my lips are. They know what I am when they see me. I can't hide it, but yet you get rights. I left America, so it don't bother me none. But I'm concerned about my brothers and sisters in America and other places where the pink parasite rules because you let him rule, because you feel that you can't do anything without him. He is your God. The religion makes you see that he is your God because of the white Jesus that's there. And there are people who say, well, Jesus was black and it doesn't matter because it's a spiritual thing. Well, if it's a spiritual thing, why can't we act in accordance with the way that we were made and love ourselves? Right? The Bible somehow in different passages talks about love. I'm not a person who can break it down to you. Maybe you can drop a few scriptures below. It talks about being loving and love and show love and forgiveness. But why can't we show forgiveness to our family members? And why can't we show love to them? Why do we hate them so much? When the one that's got their oppressive penis in your anus, tickling your sphincter muscles, you just love that. You want to cry for the queen, but what has the queen done for you? Royal family. But you treat your family like dirt. How you gonna put them reptilians over you and the evil that they've done all over the world? But the world is in a state of mass dysfunctional thinking to ignore all the hell she's raised and people that she has killed. We have politicians that do the same thing. Don't you see? It's a world order. In the newspapers, they will talk about racism, but they'll talk about Billy Bob somewhere in Tuscaloosa or Mississippi calling you a nigger. White power, white power. They have no power. They don't even have enough power to go to the dentist or money to go to the dentist to fix their mouth the way they live. But they have you focus on that principle who called a little child, little black child, a nigger. But they're not going to focus on the worldwide system of oppression and destruction and death put in place for us so they can live high on the hog. They'll never say that. CNN will never say that. Fox News will never say that. And you got to stop watching these platforms that are based in America. There are many platforms that are independent. There are many podcasts that are independent, but they'll keep the algorithm where it doesn't come towards you and you can see it. So you got to search these things out. And when you find something good, you have to share it. Just because you see it on YouTube or see it there doesn't mean it's not being displayed all over the place. And we're so dumbed down anyway that even when we see a good thing, because of our ignorance, we walk past it and we won't even acknowledge it or try to learn from it or expand our thinking. Ignorance is truly bliss for most of us. We just want to stay in our own little world of being on the computer all day and watching people on Facebook and what they're doing and watching those little... Look, there's a reason why they got YouTube Shorts, which I'm on, but I take their sword and slay their head off with it. But most of us just booty after booty after booty after decadence after sex talk or gossip about some celebrity that's in the system to distract you. Now you can't... The first thing most people do is get up and grab their phone and get that hit of dopamine. to see what messages come their way. Ooh, child, you don't have to go out by the fence no more in the street in the black neighborhood and gossip. You can gossip from right inside your house. And they make it that way, and it's by design. Tick tock. Time is moving on, and we're wasting our time. Unless you see something good, roll with it. You're not going to stop being on the internet, and I'm not going to stop either. But my reason for being here as a content creator and a thought-provoking individual is a whole lot different than being a follower. I don't get on this stuff unless it's something good. Don't send me nothing foolish. If I can't see some good in it, it could be a bad situation, but I can find something in it that I can speak on that will say, hey, I'm enlightened. Or if you're not enlightened by something, don't send it to me. I've seen enough crotches, female crotches. I've seen enough titties and ass in my life. I'm an older guy now. Why am I going to focus on that? You have your time and season for these things and your time and season for elevation. I'm well satisfied and well versed in those arts. Do you see a person who is in high school, get ready to graduate, and then turn around and want to come back for another year in high school? No, they want to graduate and go into college if you choose to put yourself in debt like that. But you understand you have to prepare yourself and expand your mind so you can see that this is a world order closing in on us. The C-19 was not real. It was something else that they put out there to kill us off with the respiratory situation. It was something well planned and under control. It was to get you to put that thing in your bloodstream. How is it that we can be out in Africa, right, where we have malaria killing off so many people in a real way, but there's nothing that can knock out malaria that they've created, because they don't care, because they know malaria is raging full force in countries where melanated people are. So that kind of helps their agenda. So they're not going to have the sense of urgency. How are you going to have something like the C-19 out there and shortly after they just pow, come out with this vaccine? Why is it that it's not decades and years and years and years that the C-19 was around killing off most of the population, right? No, as soon as it came out, the vaccine was there. That's the plan, right? So they may knock down this video, they may not, but it'll be on other platforms, and come to the site, LanceScurv.com. When you don't see me or I'm banned other places, come to the site, LanceScurv.com. That's independently run, and it has 21 years of content, of which I've done every single day, several times a day. Artwork, writing, videos, interviews, and I continue to do so. If you would like to be interviewed and you have something worthwhile to say, because I don't interview everybody, but if you have something worthwhile to say, then you can call me up, WhatsApp me, 407-590-0755, or lance@lancescurv.com. And all the information is below in the description area if you want to reach out to me, and we can vibe and we can push. I'm not into the promotion of any group that doesn't bring African unity. So if you are FBA and say, oh, I am not that, but we got the same oppressor, then you're not about unity, because you're talking about other people and talking down to them. If you say that I'm not African and my father from Jamaica, our lineage is from Africa and Ghana, then you want to argue and roll around in the dirt. You are an agent of separation and an agent of disunity. And I'm not going to get into that. I don't do that here. I see the comments and I delete them. So write them long books and put all them links that you try, and I delete them. This is about unity of African people, melanated people, carbon people worldwide, copper colored, whatever you want to call it. Because most of y'all talk this trash online, but you go to your job and you check the box that says black or African American when it should be American African. It's all about Africa, y'all. But we don't want nothing to do with it because of the brainwashing that was told to us in school about mud huts, and we were backward, and they had to show us civilization, where in fact they got it from here. So we don't want nothing to do with that. So you talk about, well, I got Irish in me, and I got Scottish in me, and I got British in you. You damn sure got British in you. The Queen was strapped up with a dildo hitting you from behind, and that's the British that you got in you. And what good is it for you? Where are our queens? I'll tell you where they are. There are mothers, there are sisters, there are daughters, but we call them bitches and hoes. And you wouldn't dare in the presence of any one of them white British folk call the queen a bitch or a hoe, but that's exactly what she was. Even the word bitch or hoe is too good of a word for her. How about that? Anyway, I got off a little bit, and I'm gonna go down and upload this. I'm gonna come with something live. I'm gonna see what's popping right now, what we need to talk about, and I'm gonna do my work. You know, this may not be something big, it may not be something monumental, it may not be something where I get a lot of hits and likes. I'm not here for that. If I can connect us as a like-minded community, it's not for everybody. I'm not trying to appease and be friendly with everybody. I'm not competing with everybody. I just do what it is that I'm supposed to do, get better every day, and focus on the work that my Creator has put me on this earth to do. What else am I gonna do? Go out to the club, chase women, get drunk, lay back and smoke this artificial weed and drink the white man's liquor and say this is my best life? No, this is not my best life if I was to do something like that. A tool can sit in a tool shed for a long time, but no matter what, it has a purpose. You have to ask yourself, what is your purpose? To fill your gut with bad food and die early and leave your kids destitute? No. You're made to go on for a long time, and whatever you fear, or whatever, not fear, you shouldn't be feeling no fear. Well, you have fear and you use it to your advantage because you're going to get that adrenaline going. But whatever you feel, your purpose is, and if you don't know it, seek it out. We're all here for a purpose. And if you're not moving with a sense of urgency to do what it is that you have to do, your life is a waste. There's some of us, our lives are a waste. Yet every life has a purpose, but you chose to make it a waste. I'm not making my life a waste. I want to account for every day. When I go to bed at night, I said, oh, I'm so happy I got something done. I got something accomplished. Yesterday I didn't do anything, but I have stuff to upload from yesterday. So it wasn't a waste, it was to keep me strong. So now I'm bright up early today, it's not even noon yet, and I'm on fire. Oh, what a day this is gonna be. Stay tuned, and like I said before, whenever you don't see me and I'm banned from these oppressive platforms because I don't own YouTube, I don't own Facebook, I don't own Twitter or TikTok or whatever. This is their stuff to get your mind so caught up and you're down in your phone and you don't see what's around you. But I see the value in it while it lasts. But be ready, y'all. Be ready. When they bring a grid down, they knock YouTube off, they cut you off from certain things, you're gonna see how prepared you really are. Be prepared. How much food do you have stored up in your house? How much of their money do you have stored up? Because you see, when they start closing down the banks that don't have much money anyway, and you don't have any cash, and they say, well, you can take out $20 a day, and you gotta wait in line for 8 hours? But you should be trying to get off of money anyway. Money is like heroin, crack. It's an addiction, it's an illusion. It has no value. You want to try to live a life that you get away from dependence on money. So if it takes $3,000 or $4,000 a month to maintain your life, that means you're dependent on getting that money somewhere, legally or illegally. So if you can reduce it, I'm not going to say knock it out. Well, how do you do this? Well, you get away out of the system. You try to live now on $3,000, $2,000, $1,500, $1,000. Why can't we live or maintain our life off of $500 or for $100 or for and then none at all? How much does it take for the so-called animals out in the so-called wild to live? You see a bird flapping and saying, oh, I got to get it now because I need that $5,000 a month to live. No, they make their nest, they live for free. The berries and the things that they eat, the insects that they eat, they live for free. We're put on this earth to live for free, but an entity that's evil like the queen, we applaud her for all the stuff she's stolen, and then we got to pay her for. But we don't see it. Some of us are just so stupid. There's a reason why some of us as black people are straight stupid. You shouldn't call a black man stupid, but they need to stop being stupid and live a wise life and really think this thing out. But we don't want to think. We just want to look at the booty, shake it on TikTok. That's all we want to do. But in that same time, and they're telling you TikTok, time is wasted. And it's artificial anyway. But we're on this plane, we're on this level, so we need to acknowledge time, knowing that on the spiritual realm it doesn't exist. And that's why we should move more in the spiritual realm where time doesn't exist. I see time here in this world, in the man-made world, but I see no time moving forward in the spiritual realm. It's about action in the spiritual realm. It's nature. You're more relaxed. You're not under duress. You don't have a supervisor on a job micromanaging you. You're not going home tired and you got to hurry up and get your kids and pay money for the daycare, pay money for the food, get taxed again after your check is taxed. We're running a rat race and we don't even really realize it. I'm trying to get up out of that bad boy. That means I have to have the discipline one day, knowing that this camera is not going to be of use. YouTube will be gone. Facebook will be gone. It won't be as important or important at all. And then when we look around at our reality, we'll realize how much of a sorry state of affairs we found ourselves in because we honored that man-made world. And the man that made this world that oppresses us don't look like us. He's getting over. We working all these days on the job, weeks and years, and thinking about that 2-week vacation. And when we finally get to 2-week vacation, we're on vacation thinking about how many days it takes to go back to the job. Oh, I got 13 days to go back to the job. Oh God, I got 11 more days. Oh, I wish I didn't have to go. But when you're on the job, you're thinking about the vacation. You're not even, your mind is not where you are. I'm on vacation every day, even when I was slaving away in America on a so-called job, which means just over broke. Stupidity. We're really living down to that word. When we're the most brilliant, we're the most mightiest on this planet. That's why the Vatican is full of books about us that they'll never let us see. And anything they'll let us see is altered. I'm going to say one more thing. I have to find the number of this brilliant brother who collected over 80,000 books, I believe what he told. And he's a little older than me. And he told me that those who are Jews way back in the day, the first edition of these books that are powerful, that we had access to, but we don't like books, right? Way back, they would buy up all the books and make a second edition of the book and leave out certain things. Third edition, leave out certain things. Where are the first edition of many of these books that are so instructional to us or telling the history as it is? First edition, where are they? Why is there second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth edition of a book? Why do you have to change truth? Or you're taking something out and making it a truth where some is left in and other falsehoods are put in to mislead you. That's why many of us as black people are so damn confused. I am this and I am that. So if you are that, why don't you go fight the U.S. government, take back your land? You say you're this, you say you're that, and you go punch the white man's clock. That's frail. And you follow these government-backed, government-paid YouTube influencers who work for the government to keep us against each other. And we listen to the slick words that they say, but at the end of the day, they're starting something to have you against somebody else. It's never against the oppressor, but it's always against somebody else on a philosophical level who's not brainwashed like you. Because that's what it is. Because if you were truly not brainwashed, you'd see the world as it is, and you'd be talking about unity. How do we come together? But that's the enemy's nightmare. Salute to my brothers. Much love to my sisters. We got to get our heads straight. And we ain't going to get it in TikTok. We ain't going to get it in Facebook. Only if it's something that can teach us something. But let's get back to books. Because you know what? One day, they're going to take all the good stuff that's on social media and on the internet, and they're going to take it down and take it away where you can't find it. So you need to get these books while we can. Irritated Genie has so many wonderful books that can teach us stuff. And if you go on LanceScurv.com, scroll down on the left side, you'll see a picture of him. You click on that and you'll see all the shows that we did and information on the literature that he has taken his time to write as he's traveled the world and studied to bring you real information that these universities will never tell you. We got to start supporting each other. We got to start supporting the real road warriors, not these dudes who put on their costumes and talk about white supremacy and black empowerment and they ain't doing a damn thing about it. They can't even tell you how their wicked, twisted, failing life is. You know me for many, many years, and you know the ups and downs. I brought you into my world, right? And I kind of think I'm the real thing. And I don't mean the real thing competing with anybody, but the authenticity and transparency that I've lived my life. I have nothing to hide. LanceScurv.com. Don't forget, much love to you all. Peace. on.
you.